Have you ever really stopped to think about what happens after you take a bite of food? I mean, it's something we do every single day, but it kicks off one of the most incredible and complex journeys you can imagine. And it's all happening right inside of us. Today, we're going on that journey.
In fact, hey, if you've eaten anything recently, that journey has already begun for you. You've set off a whole cascade of events, a perfectly timed, completely automated process that's going to turn that food into fuel and the literal building blocks for your entire body. So come on, let's follow that bite and see exactly where it goes.
Now, this whole operation is run by what we call the gastrointestinal system, or, the GI system for short. The best way to picture it is like a long, winding road that your food travels down with all these crucial stops along the way. Its mission is actually pretty simple. Take in food, break it down, absorb what's useful, and get rid of the rest.
Every great journey has to have a starting point, right? Well, for our food, that gateway is the mouth.
The second that food enters your mouth, the digestive process is already in full swing. Your teeth immediately start the mechanical breakdown, grinding everything up. Your tongue expertly moves it all around. And at the exact same time, your salivary glands are releasing saliva, which starts the chemical breakdown. It's a total team effort from the very beginning.
Okay, and here is just a brilliant piece of biological engineering. As you swallow, this small flap called the epiglottis swings into action. It's basically a safety gate covering your windpipe to make absolutely sure that food goes down the right tube, the esophagus, and not into your lungs. It does this perfectly, thousands of times, and you never even have to think about it.
So how does food get from your throat to your stomach? It's not just gravity, which is what most people think. It's actually a super powerful process called peristalsis. Just imagine a series of coordinated wave-like muscle squeezes that are just pushing the food along. This is so effective that it works even if you're lying down or hanging upside down. And these waves are about to deliver our food to the next major stop.
After it's tripped down the esophagus, our food arrives at this dynamic and highly acidic processing hub, the stomach. And when I say acidic, I really mean it. The environment inside there is about as acidic as battery acid. Isn't that incredible?
Really, you can just think of the stomach as a muscular holding tank. It expands to hold our meal, and it's constantly churning and mixing everything as it prepares for the next phase of digestion.
But it does so much more than just hold food. The stomach continues the mechanical breakdown by churning, and it kicks off the crucial task of protein digestion. To do all this, it secretes this really powerful cocktail: hydrochloric acid to dissolve the food, an enzyme called Pepsin to specifically target proteins, and a thick layer of mucus to protect its own lining from all that intense acid. Now, what's really interesting about this is that the stomach, as powerful as it is, has a whole team of essential helpers working behind the scenes.
These are called the accessory digestive organs. We've already met the salivary glands, but the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas are major players here. The liver produces bile to tackle fats, the gallbladder stores it, and the pancreas creates these powerful enzymes. They all contribute vital substances without ever directly touching the food.
For today, let's just zoom in on one of these superstars, the pancreas. It's an absolute enzyme factory, and it's sitting just below the stomach and is connected directly to the next stop on our tour, the small intestine.
So what exactly is an enzyme? Well, you can think of it as a biological catalyst. It's a special kind of protein that's designed to dramatically speed up the chemical reactions that break down our food into tiny absorbable molecules.
And this shows perfectly what the pancreas does. It sends out a specialized team of enzymes. You've got trypsin, which gets sent in to handle the proteins. Amylase is dispatched to break down carbohydrates, and lipase is the specialist for tackling fats. Each one has a very distinct and vital role to play.
Okay, so after the stomach, and with all that help from the pancreas, the partially digested food, it's now a substance called chyme, moves into the longest part of its journey, the intestines.
The first and longest stop is the small intestine. And don't let the name fool you. It's a massive coiled tube. If you stretched it out, it would be about 20 feet long. And its internal surface area, because of all these countless tiny folds, is about the size of a tennis court. This is where the most important work happens, absorbing all those broken down nutrients right into your bloodstream.
So, whatever isn't absorbed moves onto the large intestine. Its main job is to act as a reservoir for all the remaining indigestible material, and crucially, to reabsorb water back into the body, which compacts what's left.
And here's something fascinating. You're not alone in there. The large intestine is home to trillions of bacteria, like E. coli. But these microscopic residents aren't invaders, they're actually essential partners, and they play a key role in breaking down any residual products your body couldn't handle on its own.
We've now arrived at the end of the line. After all the useful nutrients and all the water have been extracted, the system has to deal with what's left over.
The large intestine processes the indigestible leftovers into the final waste product, feces. This is then moved to the rectum, which acts as a temporary storage area before the final act of elimination.
So, we've traveled the entire path, from mouth to, well, the exit. Let's just zoom out for a second and look at the blueprint for this entire incredible process.
You know, when you boil it all down, this entire journey really rests on 4 fundamental steps. You've got ingestion, that's taking the food in, then digestion, breaking it down. Third is absorption, grabbing all the good stuff, and finally elimination, getting rid of the rest. It's a simple, elegant, and perfectly executed sequence happening inside you right now.
From just a simple bite of food to this complex symphony of mechanical, chemical, and biological processes, your digestive system works tirelessly. It's a hidden world of incredible complexity, and it's all happening automatically. It really makes you think, doesn't it?